Intro music, the intro music of the Magic Hat Show, Show, episode 10. 3 guys, 1 club, no drama. We have Lee, Jam, and Gabs, Lord Vader, Count Dooku, and Darth Maul. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in full effect. As you know, we always thank our new subscribers on YouTube. Please continue to like, share, and tell everyone about the Magic Hat Show to subscribe. Thank you to all our followers on Instagram and Twitter. Without you, we are nothing. The show doesn't exist. So thank you, all our followers. And just everyone wishing to follow us on both platforms, you can catch us at the Magic Hat Show. So what do we have for today? We have the Dundalk game to talk about briefly. Then we will talk about our trip to Old Trafford.
The big match.
The theatre of wet dreams. So we'll talk about
toilet.
that. The old toilet. Then we shall discuss the player's performance, the manager's performance. Then we go on to the player ratings, the manager ratings, who played for the badge, and who done the opposite, went in the bin. Bri, you know what we're talking about on this one. So it's 3 guys. And Bri, we'd never exclude you. Whenever you're ready to come, son, come on. Then, second segment, we're going to talk about Arsenal fans' criticism towards the role and the tenure of Arsene Wenger? I'm getting tongue-tied now. Why have I got Arsene Wenger on my mind? Mikel Arteta. Is it justified? Is the criticism towards Mikel Arteta, not Arsene Wenger, but Mikel Arteta, justified?
10 months in.
10 months in. We shall discuss. Then we shall continue part 2 of going back down memory lane. And if you remember from part 1, we discussed the centre-backs. Then we will give a quick next match prediction when we host Aston Villa, who got a sort of like a beating, didn't they, yesterday?
Well, they got Liverpool'd.
Yeah. But we just don't want to be, laughing too hard.
Yes.
Because we host them.
We're going to be laughing hard.
We're going to be laughing hard. Yeah. So we're going to be singing a lot of those songs, like
we're
Party
going to go through our repertoire of songs for you.
Double. So, yes, what we shall do, we shall start with our game against Dundalk. What do we think quickly? Because, I'm chomping at the bit to talk about Old Trafford.
I thought we made a
pig's ear
and a pig's foot and a pig's backside out of that game.
A whole pig's dinner.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. We made a pig's dinner out of it. I should have just said that. Yeah.
No, but you had to break it down, elaborate.
Yeah, just in case, the old pig's trotters. But I don't even know where Dundalk are in their league or how many divisions they are.
Jamal, the stats.
See, look,
where are they?
Those stats.
I have no idea.
See, they're so far away from Arsenal. Jamal can't even find stats for them.
Yeah, I can't.
And I'm always tempted to say Dunkirk.
Yeah. Well, but they're so far below the. I don't know whether they play in the Irish equivalent of the Championship or the Irish equivalent of League One, but whatever division they are,
the Premier Division.
We should have
the Vauxhall Conference.
The
Ryman's League. What's the equivalent?
Their
Premier Division, yes, but what's their equivalent? Is it the Championship?
Yeah.
How would they fare against the Championship team? Because we made hard work out of that, and if it wasn't for that goalkeeper going walkabout, we possibly He possibly would have gone in at 0-0.
39-year-old go.
Yeah, the 39-year-old goalkeeper who, you know,
that's young, you know. That's in goalkeeping years. That's young.
he done well, and you know they defended well. They defended heartily.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't obviously going to trouble us on the break,
Right.
or carry any threat. They were just looking to thwart us and, you know, keep it down to a lower
minimum,
score
the
Yeah,
lowest
as they
score.
could. But for that first 45 minutes, when they were fresh, we look slow and laboured.
Mhm.
You know, there was no zip to our play, and it was like, if we have any kind of ambition of
Mhm.
playing in the Champions League, we should have been putting Dundalk to the sword.
Yeah.
We did eventually,
Yeah.
but this is not the calibre of opposition we should be struggling against if we think that we're going to be playing the Champions League.
But
Yeah.
would you say the changes in the side, would you not say it's the likes of Willock, Reece Nelson, etc., Kolasinac,
Yeah.
for them to step up? Do you think if the first team, well, let's say those that are playing more regularly in the first team, would you say that they would have dispatched Dundalk? Because I think it's a culmination of them not, you know, really raising their game, the Arsenal team not raising their game, and the changes.
Yes.
That's just me. That's what I think.
I think as well they expect to just turn up and just, you know,
You can't help it though,
Yeah.
but that's not a good mentality to have.
I thought because I saw your reaction to Joe Willock.
He doesn't like
He
Joe
doesn't like Joe
Willock.
But they were raving about
Lord
him
Vader.
on BT Sport. They were raving about him.
Yeah, but
Especially
A lot of people like
Hoddle
Willock.
likes him. Yeah.
But why did
Because
they?
he thought-
But, and I, you know,
Yeah.
a big but.
He had a good
I like
game.
big buts, but I cannot lie, and I
Yes.
cannot lie.
Yes.
But
Too much
it's
info.
Dundalk. You know, if Joe Willock can't perform against Dundalk, you know, I'm kind of contradicting myself here by saying, you know, if the team didn't play well, but then, you know, Joe Willock did have a good game, but
Yes.
it's Dundalk. If
Yeah.
you're at Arsenal since you were in diapers virtually,
Mhm.
and if you can't perform against Dundalk, then you have no business to be at Arsenal.
Yeah.
So I'm not using him performing against Dundalk as any kind of measuring stick.
Yeah.
I want to see him perform in the latter stages
Mm-hmm.
of the Europa Cup. Then I'll judge him.
Sort
Yeah,
of,
against good teams, and I
Yeah.
want to see him perform in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And when he does get those opportunities, my man goes missing.
Yeah.
I know he's young and everything else, but then that doesn't stack up when you look at
Yeah.
you know, you move the camera over to Bukayo Saka.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dearie me.
You know, simple things that Joe Willock
I'll
should
hold-
be able to do, like,
Yeah.
you know, passing
Yeah.
the ball accurately in the Premier League. He makes, you know, a dog's dinner out of it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So Jamal, I
Yeah.
know you do back a lot of our players.
Yes.
You know, you've always had a history of backing
Of backing players.
players to the
Yes.
death. Ibue
Yes. Yes.
as one. But give them, you know, a case.
Yeah. I thought
Back
You
their
know,
corner.
I
Back
think-
it, blood.
I thought Dark Vader over here was slightly harsh on Joe because he had a good game.
It's Darth Vader.
Darth.
Lord Vader.
Yeah, Lord Vader to you. Thank you.
I thought he had a good game. You know,
Who?
like
Willock?
for the first, like I actually saw some skills from him that I haven't seen before.
Yeah, I saw some
Yeah, I
twisted
got
and
some
turning.
techers. Yeah,
I
he
did
was
see
confident,
some techers. Yeah,
but,
I
You
did.
know,
Go on, carry on.
but yes, the big but, which
Yeah.
I agree with him. It wasn't specifically him, but I was more disappointed with other players
Right.
that they could have shown more
Yes. I understand.
against this kind of competition.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just flat, like across the board. Like it wasn't.
It's flat like a pancake.
Yeah, it was.
And you know what you say? What
Yeah.
you're saying about
Yeah.
the skills Joe Willock
Yeah.
was pulling out. You know, when you play against, and this goes across the board, like we
Are
say.
you saying
hold
that
on.
that game is his level?
I'm not gonna say that just yet, but you know, we've all played football, and you know when you play against people that are easier than you.
Yeah.
And you start bringing out all the party tricks,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
step
Yeah, all
overs,
the
the drag
Ramones.
backs. That's
Yeah.
how I viewed it.
Yeah.
And then when you play against people that are better than you, you kind of go missing because, well, you know, if I get the ball, you know, you're under pressure. These guys are better than me. And that's what I find with Joe Willock. He was all well and good to selling those dummies. So I'm not even going to call them farmers because, like the guy pointed out, these are professional footballers, you know, and they're living their dream. They're living the dream that I would snatch off of them in a heartbeat. Yeah. But for Joe Willock to be pulling out all these shimmies and feints like he's Johan Cruyff and Messi and Thierry Henry all rolled into one, I thought was a bit
disrespectful. Yeah,
not disrespectful, but I'm not going to give him the credit for doing that then. Yeah. But if he does it against a big team, then I'll say, you're doing something.
He's going to shut you up with a.
I think with Joe Willock, with Joe Willock, it's a case of I don't think he goes missing. I just think his decision making lets him down. Yeah. And it's like he'd have a good, you know, goal scoring opportunity, but he would just, you know, come with a Mr. Burns shot. You know, or it's a case of he's got two men running either side of him and all he has to do is just get that, you know, just get the pass right.
So maybe missing is not the right word, but he's
just not quite there yet.
Because if you look at his,
inaccurate.
If you look at like he got the man of the match, and created the most chances.
He's got energy.
Right? He's got a lot of energy, but then look, he lost the most duels, which is 13. That's a lot.
This is what I'm saying.
That's a lot in this kind of game. Like you should not lose in.
This is what I'm saying.
So many one-on-ones, you know.
It's with our players, with some of our players, the fringe players. It's either they need to step their game up. If they don't step their game up, it's goodbye. Yeah. Because they're on the fringe. It's like they're either, you know, I can't describe it, but it's like if they don't step the game up, the championship you go.
Well, they needed a loan for me. I think the club should have sorted out a loan for him.
Yeah.
And Reece Nelson are in desperate need of a loan. Them sitting and training with the team is to their detriment. They need games regularly against tough opponents.
Yeah.
Playing one game here, one game there, playing against Dundalk, playing against Mulder. They'll probably play against Mulder. Mm-hmm. Yeah. These are not going to equip them for the Premiership.
Yeah.
Playing the Championship or a team, you know, lower down in the Premiership, get some actual valuable experience, and then we can reassess you at the end of the season. But at this moment in time, they're lacking, and it shows.
So, before we go into the OT game, since you're on that subject, out of the players that we have, fringe players, young players, who do you think is going to make it?
At Arsenal?
At Arsenal. Yeah, of course, as a professional, you expect them to make it. You know, if they don't make it at Arsenal, they'll go elsewhere. But who do you think will make it or has the ability, the quality to make it?
Ooh, it's a tough question, that one.
I think quality-wise, Smith Rowe can actually make it.
We haven't seen him. We haven't seen
from what I've seen of him in preseason games. The eye test, right? The eye test, he's good.
Right.
You know, but then again, him and Eddie.
Yeah.
You think Eddie will make it? Can
I
make
think
it?
He has the potential. Yeah, I think. For him to have surpassed Alan Shearer's record at under 21, a guy knows where the back of the net is. I think he's got the attributes.
Reece Nelson?
No, not for me.
Reece Nelson, I think he doesn't quite have the urgency. Like you need certain level of hunger that I don't see in him.
I think he needs to play. Yeah, it's so difficult to judge them at this moment in time because when they're playing against poor opposition, or they're being thrown on in the heat of a Premiership tussle. Yeah, and they're coming up against seasoned pros and they're being squeezed out and they're not being as effective. And then you think, what was the point of you coming on? Yeah. They need to be playing regularly for a team that plays in a similar way to us, where they can grow, like what Eddie did. It didn't quite work out for him at Leeds. They sent him back early, or we recalled him. But those games where he was at Leeds, away from the comfort and the safety bubble or the safety net of Arsenal, did him wonders.
Yeah.
And Reece and Joe need that. They need to step away from the safety bubble of Arsenal and get into some proper tussles.
Yeah, they need to be tested.
That's what I'm going around the roundabout trying to say. They need to be tested.
They have to be tested. It's just
proper tests, week in, week out.
Yeah. And
where things are at stake, things are properly at stake. Relegation, promotion, playoffs. For them, there's nothing at stake when they play.
We are so injury prone. I think some of these players will get a chance. But the thing is, when you get that chance, are you going to grab it like Bukayo Saka? Or are you just going to just go through, emotions? That's what it comes down to. I think people like Nelson and Willock, these guys, I just don't see that spark, that hunger that you see in Saka. Like when he's on, he's switched on. He's
not even. I don't think
involved in every minute of the game.
Yeah. I don't even think is a hunger, because they've clearly got the hunger to have got to where they've got to. I think that for me, it's they've kind of plateaued.
Yeah.
It will come to Saka. Don't worry about that. Saka will hit a wall where he will kind of be just at the same level. Then he'll have to go up again.
Yeah.
But these lot seem to have hit that wall already.
Yeah.
And it's for them to push through and, whatever means it takes, get to that next level somehow where you're giving Arteta a problem. At this moment in time, you're not giving Arteta a problem.
I just think they're in that comfort zone. They're playing for Arsenal. They think they made it, right? And they need to be careful because before long,
you're not the young kid on the block.
You're not young kid on the block. Yeah, and then you have to find a club, and then you find yourself in League Two.
In League Two, yeah.
Right? So they need to be careful because they think, oh, this is great, all this media work, all this Insta, right? I'm playing for Arsenal. Mm-hmm. So some of them, I think, they've got that in their head that they've made it. So.
Yeah, there was rumour that Reece Nelson did turn down a loan move in order to fight for his place at Arsenal.
Okay.
So
loan move to where?
I don't know where it was.
I remember reading that.
But apparently,
I can remember.
No, I can't remember what club it was, but he did. Arteta's even said it in his interviews that the club wanted to send him on loan, and he said, "No, I want to fight for my place."
Fight for his place,
which is admirable.
Yeah.
But show something.
Yeah, you have to fight for
because you just joined a long list of players who, not just at Arsenal, at every club. To be a footballer is the lifelong dream of 95% of boys. If you don't show it, somebody else will.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
or they'll just buy another kid from
Brazil. If that is football or sports in general, it literally is a dog eat dog world. If you're not performing, somebody else will do it.
Yeah, it is.
Martinelli's going to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's true. So just to round off the Dundalk game, so we're summing it up because we need to go to the
great goal by Pepe.
Yeah, it was actually.
Is that his level?
Great goal.
It could be.
Is that his level? Dundalk?
No.
It could be. It could be.
Oh God!
There's a player in there.
Sending the abuse.
There's a player in there. Carrying from last week's show. There's a player in there.
Direct all the abuse.
Yeah. But with Dundalk, I suppose we've got the points in the bag.
Win.
And let's hope that we can improve.
Hopefully.
We've got a game, coming up. Molda. So Molda.
Fine, thanks.
Yeah, so Molda is coming up.